Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your monthly Cavalier EQ All Bosses video that we do every month. This is going to be Subservience, and the first boss is going to be a red goblin. Now, pretty easy bosses this time around. They're the most cheesable bosses in the last 2 to 3 months, so I enjoyed them very much. I was able to take them down very quick. So for Red Goblin, there is the Weak Link, Enhanced Incinerate, Energy Resistance, and Super Buffet. So the two things you need to take care about is Super Buffet and the Weak Link. So for the Weak Link, try to bring in champions that have easy access to Disorient and or Weakness. So with that, whenever you will apply that on Red Goblin, you will do more extra damage when you use basic attacks. So anybody like Nick Fury should work here. Also your Doctor Strange and Symbiote Supreme with their weakness on SP2, and also class advantage should work here as well. And you can also bring in somebody like Captain America Infinity War with the Science Champion. That should work as well. If not, you can always use Human Torch with pre-fight ability, because the pre-fight would also reduce the healing and the power string will give him damage. Spider Ham should work here as well, and also Archangel. So pretty easy fight. Might take a little longer because if you're not going to use a weakness or disorient champion, the damage reduction is quite a lot, but then you can always take him out. Void should also work here. I haven't tried him, but the whole gist is try to use champions that have less buffs and block his specials instead of evading them, so you don't activate Super Buffet and give him health, and you should be able to take him down. Next boss is going to be Chapter 1.2 Loki with Energize, Enhance Special 1 Bias, and Prey on the Feeble and Counter Strike. So all about here is going to keep throwing his special ones, so you can avoid that by pushing him to an SP2. Because of Energize, he will gain extra power, but when he does have special ones, he will keep throwing them, so it might be a little hard to dex him, but at this point Loki is such an old champion, we should be easily able to take him down. Quite a few different options. You can easily cheese with Human Torch. You can do an Archangel as well. If you're annoyed with the power gain, you can bring in Power Control Champion, and you can power lock with Magic, or you can even use Hawkeye or Voodoo. All of them work. Just one thing to be careful about: do not dex much, and so to avoid Counter Strike, unblockable, and you should be fine with this fight. And then you have a Hela. Now Hela passively has an ability: whenever you take more than 8% off of its health, she is going to get a physical resistance buff, and you can use that to your advantage with Doctor Doom. The only thing though, to avoid the Horn, just take her to a corner and then you can just Doom slap her to that. Very easy. The physical resist will be nullified by stagger, and the shock will help you keep passively stunned and take her down. A very quick and easy fight. You can use any champions that have easy access to nullifiers and everything, and should be able to take Hela down. Next up is going to be a Mangog. He is going to be a bit annoying because of power shield, so your normal hits will not do any damage to him. You will have to use a special attack, and there is going to be aggression prowess and passively special. He will gain a lot of prowess. His special attacks will do a lot of damage. The real annoying node is going to be persistent pressure. Already he has his own unstoppable, and he will also get unstoppable with persistent pressure. So I would suggest you to bring in champions that can easily deal with that. Now luckily there's a lot of size champions that can deal with all of those. So you have Captain America Infinity War, you have She-Hulk, you also have a Red Guardian. Spider-Gwen also works. Shang-Chi is also a good one. I am using a Human Torch here with a pre-fight ability to kill him off quick. Only one thing, remember, when he is near 10 rage charges, just make sure that you have a special. If he goes unstoppable, you can just throw a special and you can remove that just there. He's in enraged mode and I will just throw my SP1 so I can remove that from them. Just keep an eye on that and you should be fine and you should be able to take him down, but a slow champion would be a much easier way to go. She-Hulk works really well. And now we go into the fun fight that is going to be a Valkyrie for this month. Now there is 2 to Tango, Fractured Guard, and Compelled Duel, Trial by Fire, and Kinetic Transference. Now to make it very simple and easy, use champions that have bleed immunity because Valkyrie does a lot of damage in blocks if you through her instant bleed damage. So if you have a champion that is bleed immune, that won't work, then Valkyrie damage will be reduced by a lot. Also, you can also use champions that can shrug off debuffs. That will work really well because she is going to root you when she throws a special if you're nearby her. So Kingpin will work well here also. Also, she's a metal champion, so you can always bring in the Magneto. Also, champions that are incinerate immune and bleed immune work really well. So your Colossus will be a good example here. You can combine an Omega Red synergy. Also, you can use Kitty Pryde as well, and also you can use a Black Widow Clairvoyant. So there are plenty of different options, not really difficult. I like to use the much easier options to do it faster. So I've just brought in and used an Archangel. Also, if you're running willpower, that will help you because all of those permanent armor breaks by Fractured Guard would help you heal up. So it's a relatively easier and more cheesable quest this time around. Now, to be honest, the final boss should be a bit difficult one, but it is super easy. There is a lot of buffs. So the big thing about Gorr is you have to take away his shadow magic buff. If you take away the shadow magic buff, he has nothing to do. He does not provide any kind of threat to you. So you can take Doctor Doom and just go in the corner and slap him up with all of those stagger and the shocks. You can just easily passively stun and throw heavies and you can kill him off like that. Ronan also works with all of those buffs. So does your Symbiote Supreme and Black Widow Clairvoyant. Anybody who can remove the buffs and render him useless, or anybody that can use the buffs to their advantage, like for example Longshot and Ronan will work. Also, if you want to the long way, Elsa Bloodstone can help as well here. Knockdown will remove power gain and Intercept will remove furies from Gorr. So I hope this helps guys and it helps you clear off these bosses. I will also do a live stream for all the exploration of this monthly EQ. So until then guys, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you next time. Bye.